Gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice.
Hey, Toys fans, welcome to our Toy Addictions, your source for what's then, what's now, and what's about to be in the world of toys. From Atco to Valverse, we talk about it all. There's something for everyone in our coffers of toy joy. So without further ado, let's talk little plastic people and things. I'm Matt, the producer of this trip down the toys rabbit hole, and to my right, that wacky lover of all things Bobby Valla, Aaron of 6 Inch, and across the table, your host and favorite seller of everything, Scalper Ron. Let's hit it.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Boy, was I off today. Holy crap.
That's all right.
Yeah, you were.
We're Russian. I mean, we are not Russian. We're rushing.
Yeah, I was trying to do it in my best chipmunk voice, but it wasn't working.
Yeah. The helium wore out before I even started.
Gee,
Nice.
Dave, welcome to our Toy Addictions. Hey.
Dave.
For another Friday night, we got some plans tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Friday nights are okay.
They're all
It
right.
gives me a chance to drink beer and
Well, we
other
either
libations.
do it on Friday night or
Yep.
we don't do it at all this week. And we made a promise to try to do it every week.
Every single week. COVID or not.
Granted, one of us catches a
or
slight
not.
case of death.
Nope. You show up or you're out.
Ron, Aaron's corpse is here. Bring him on down. Put him on the dolly.
Well, I have some exciting news.
Yeah.
I am a proud owner
you
of
getting that
3
operation?
Grizzlors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was today, wasn't it?
That was today.
Yeah, that's how you rolled. That's all I saw was I saw that text. That's how I roll. I'm like, what the fuck did he do now? I was like, did he get another muffler on his
I wasn't
truck
paying.
or
I
something?
wasn't paying attention until I realized what the price was, and then how much you actually paid out. And I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
totally not expecting to see a total of like $21.12. Like I knew that you were going to get
Three of 'em?
$64 worth of Grizzlors.
Yep.
And I specifically asked you, I was like, you're going to get 3. Nope.
Nope,
I
just
just
one.
I only
I
need
need
the
the
one.
one.
I only need the one. And then you're like, that's how I roll. And then like 2 minutes later, sold out. Like, yeah.
Well, it's part of our topic tonight, but I saw a couple things on the threads, and I'm like, what if the packaging is different? Well, I need 2. Well, if I'm getting 2, I might as well get 3. 3, click, done.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, then I could trade one, sell one. If it's
Yeah.
the same, if it's the same packaging, which it is, then if I could recoup costs,
Yeah.
I'm the first one for $20.
Well, and
I don't
mean,
care. I'm not. Well, first, they're not going to be valued. I think we talked about this last week. We're not going to be. This is disgusting.
Dude, stop watching Two Girls in a Cup.
No, I'm actually. I have like toy news and stuff on my screen, but there's like an advertisement of like a mole.
Oh,
And
Dr.
how you
Pimple
get-
Popper.
How you get rid of moles? It's just the most
Moly.
odd-
It's
odd-
like the scene with Fred Savage and Austin Powers.
Yes, yeah.
Mole!
But I don't think they're going to be valued highly the first year or two.
Yeah.
I think with them given the opportunity for the next 48 hours starting tomorrow morning or midnight tonight, I don't know.
Yeah.
To grab 1 or 2, I don't know what the limit's going to be, if there is a limit at all. So if everybody just does their due diligence and buys 2, there's not going to be any. They took the value out of it, and now the collectors get what they want.
Yeah. But and again, leading into tonight's topic, which I'll let you announce in a little bit, but leading into tonight's topic, I think
I moaned.
one of the things that I can run the show, I don't care. I think people forget that, okay, not everybody that's a collector always has the opportunity to just sit by their computer on that day and go look for something. They might be on vacation. They may be somewhere in the fucking Azores and not have access to a computer. So,
So if you're in the Azores, how would you even get the collection in the first place?
not if he's vacationing there.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
live
get
there.
it. I get it.
If he lives in the Azores, he's got other problems. But there's collectors that maybe just don't even have the opportunity. And maybe somebody's out of town. Maybe had a brother in Germany that's not doing well. You're over there. You got other things going on. You're going to miss even tomorrow's 2-day window to do the infinite pre-orders.
Right. Then I'll have one for them for $79.99.
Well, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like you're not contributing to tonight's topic, I don't think, but you're.
I got some stuff.
It's America, dude. Capitalism rules. Why shouldn't you get in on a little bit of that action? Cost. That's too, so you have to.
Pre-orders are already hitting on the bay for $50.
Seriously?
Seriously.
For tomorrow's pre-orders or
September 9th, $49.
Seriously?
Yep.
Hey, idiots, just go on tonight and buy it for $18 and $5 tax.
Yep, 54, 50.
Well, tomorrow, yeah.
If they're spending $55,
best offer accepted under $45, $35. Best offer under $60.
Just buy it on Mattel. It's not. You don't need a subscription,
dude.
All
right, there's like
here's 2 of them went for $110.
Total?
You have to assume. You have to assume that there's
idiots. Yes.
8 to 12% of the toy collecting community just doesn't know any better, and they literally have that type of money to just piss away.
It literally said, if you miss it today, get it tomorrow.
Here's an original.
Some people live to make things more difficult for themselves.
Here's an original without the joints and stuff. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
$12.
Yeah, exactly the same. And that's what people are saying. They're like, well, I got my original. It's exactly the same. Same face, same fur.
I think the crossbow is different because I actually saw somebody post that the originals in the 80s, they all had different heads, snakes, like snake heads on their crossbows.
Did they really?
Where the new Origins, it's all the exact same crossbow.
Yeah,
that
all the
Hordak
crossbows.
Came up with. Yep, they're just different colors.
Right. You could tell in the case.
Yep.
I did not know they were different snake heads.
Look them up. Like one was like a wolf, one looked totally like a dragon. All the ones here look like snakes. Original Hordak.
No way. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. I did not know that. That's some nice information.
Yeah.
But so yeah, actually, So I'm excited. I'm gonna have a little furry man in the third shelf right there.
Now to completely go 100.
Hopefully in the next couple weeks.
To completely go 180 degrees from you, I actually went and canceled a lot of G.I. Joe pre-orders that I had. The only ones that I have active right now are Zorana, Dusty, because they're 2 of my favorites
of all
from
time.
back in the day anyways. I kept my Mindbender pre-order. Right now I kept one of my Sarge pre-orders, and I will pre-order Serpentor.
Okay.
I canceled everything else.
I canceled everything except
I kept Zorana and the Crimson Guard. I canceled everything
See,
else
the thing
too.
that sucks about Pulse, gripe about Pulse, give me like 30 seconds. So when those figures released, I ordered a Zorana, a Dusty, and 2 Crimson Guards. And I just wanted to cancel 1 Crimson Guard. But you either cancel them both or you keep them both. It wouldn't give me the option to cancel one off my order.
So BBTS allows you.
Well, yeah, but BBTS also charges an extra couple bucks. I also get free shipping from Pulse because I'm a premium member.
True.
So for me, it pays off to just order everything through Pulse.
Correct.
And they're really good.
So he pays an extra couple of bucks to get free shipping when he pays the fee every year. But then we pay $4 for shipping for as much shit as we want to buy from Big Bad Toy Store.
But the but here, the $50 that I've paid Pulse is a controlled cost. I never have to pay shipping on anything at all. It's not like orders over 100 or over 50. So it's a controlled cost. I'm always only going to pay the $50. BBTS, I could put enough orders and I could still end up paying $150 in shipping costs, depending on how often I have stuff sent out. So I get your point, but at the same time,
if you do it all in your loot pile, though, which usually I do.
$4. Yeah,
If you buy that much, and you have a shipment a month, $4 isn't horrible. You take that over 12 months, that's $48.
Yeah, it's about the same.
But if you need your toys now, or if you forget to put it in loot, then that $4 adds up. The next shipment's $4. Oh shit! I forgot to turn that off.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's an accident.
I think if you're buying something that's like got the weight to it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these places will just charge you.
$12, $8.
They'll charge you for the shipping container.
But
charge
see,
you for everything. They include all of that. These guys just throw it $4 at it, no matter how much you buy.
Yeah.
And they send it for $4.
And you're thinking of the shipping costs, but I get perks from being a member. I get early access to stuff. I get an hour early access to everything.
Yeah, you're one of those people.
Which I don't mind. And you know what?
kidding.
So, but I look at it. I approach it as in like, yeah, I want like I like having the extra access because there's been quite a few figures, especially earlier in the run, that I was able to get. Before they sold out. I gotten you guys a couple of Transformers things before they sold out.
I was going to say, you guys,
So
you've helped us out a couple times.
It's worked out, so I'm willing
He
to pay the
doesn't help me
$50 for that. That's the bonus. But if I'm paying the $50, I'm going to get free shipping. I may as well just buy as much stuff as I can, like utilize that, buy as much as I can through Pulse.
Sure.
And honestly, having the extra hour access to it,
But see,
it pays off for me. I've basically I've been able to order almost everything through Pulse.
Mhm.
The only thing I wasn't able to order through Pulse, which I ended up canceling the pre-orders anyways, was the Tiger Force Outback and then the Python Viper and the Python Bat. I had to go through Target to get those,
you canceled those too?
and I canceled those.
Okay.
So I
See,
don't
the
know.
Viper would be money. The Viper would have value.
But see, I don't know. I mean, if they're making, I mean, if in 5 years there's 100,000 Python Patrol Vipers in the wilderness, but there's still only like 45,000 regular Vipers in the wilderness.
True.
Is it really going to hold that value?
True.
Plus, they're also coming out with a Viper 3-pack soon.
They are, but those are
So-
gray and red instead of
No,
blue.
two of them are like the original colors, but one
Oh,
of
are
them's
they?
a white guy, one of them's a black guy, and then there's there's the
Oh.
officer in the gray and the red.
Okay. Okay.
So,
But another BBTS perk is when Pulse sells out, and they sell out fast on a lot of stuff.
oh yeah,
BBTS usually keeps the pre-orders open for a little longer. Sometimes they never sell out of pre-orders,
yeah.
except one time, and I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and order from this man because this man likes to charge you up the wazoo for shipping.
It's not bad. I think I paid $8 for him.
8 or 10 because
When I
I
bought
don't
those
have
weapons.
Bane. I needed Bane, and Bane sold out everywhere. Even BBTS doesn't have Bane anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
He sold out, but he has them in 2-packs. They're on sale. That's $70, and you could get a Bane and another character, or for like $95 or $99, you could get 3. You get Bane, and 2 other mega figures.
yeah.
So you could buy the packages, which I might do just because.
Oh, I
If I'm
didn't
gonna
realize
spend-
I didn't realize McFarlane had a website.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty intense on his website. He has some good, cool stuff.
Yeah.
But
It's a little weird to navigate.
it is kind of odd.
at
It's a very basic. By the way, I saw the trailer to Black Adam. Doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look good.
Doesn't look bad. Well, in 2 years when Shazam finally enters, I think it's going to be a fantastic series. I think that's the winner in DC.
Is he in the second Shazam?
No,
Okay.
no, it's
This is the Bane you're talking about, right?
that's the Bane I'm talking about.
So is
because
he-
there's a Bane Bath, which is like the comic. This is more. Well, he's more.
He's
going
going to be like the Titan Joker and
he-
the Clayface.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he will go with the Rogues, which
Yeah.
I want him so bad. He's big. He goes. I want him, and I want.
That's the Bane I remember.
yes.
Yeah.
That's the broken back Bane.
Yeah.
And I want
The Brokeback
Not-
Mountain?
Crocmaster, not Crocmaster.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc, because he's pretty awesome.
Speaking of, speaking of the slip,
Yeah.
somebody did a custom of Crocmaster walking through the swamp with Killer Croc on a leash. It looked pretty cool.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. If I come across a picture again, I'll forward it over to you, but it looked pretty
Okay.
sweet.
No, this is the Bane that I want. I want this on my. I have a Spider-Man with his rogue gallery like surrounding him. I have a couple Batmans that I'm thinking of, and I want all of. I don't care. It could be any rogue in Batman's history.
Gallery,
if it's from Arkham Asylum video games, if it's from the comics, if it's from the shows, I don't care.
That thing just looks like a huge damn figure.
He's
how big is it?
9.5, 10 inches.
Really?
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He towers over Batman.
So he's 7-inch scale, but yeah, you're
I
right.
think he's like 9.5 or 10 inches because
He's like the size of the Clayface and the
He's
Titan
bigger.
Joker.
Yeah. He's big.
Yeah.
He's not as big as Titan Joker. I think Titan Joker is squatted
Oh,
in that
yeah,
box.
yeah.
Because I have him upstairs. I think he stands because he's in Arkham, right? The video game.
Titan Joker. Yeah, he's the
Titan, yeah.
He's there.
He's in Arkham Asylum, yeah.
He's the boss.
And then they have Man Bat. I want Man Bat too.
Yeah, there's the Titan Joker.
But people have those in hand, and it's really cool because you could actually take Batman's head in his one hand and his knees in the other, and put him over his knee.
Oh yeah,
and you can bend Batman backwards. It's actually really cool how some people are posing these things. Man-Bat's cool because his wings. McFarlane actually does this stuff right. He's right there. That is an amazing.
Did he already
figure.
come out with a Man-Bat?
He came out with it in the animated series, and I don't think that was McFarlane. I think that was. I don't know who did the animated series.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It wasn't Super 7, but I know. Yeah. I know which group you're talking about.
He's really knocking it out of the park with some of these sculpts, man.
He really is. He really is. Some of the articulation is kind of lacking because it's only 22 points.
But he's always.
But that's okay.
But he's always said he never liked the articulation of figures, which is kind of interesting how he got to this point. Because he used to do like basically statues. He did. He always wanted to hide the joints. He said
he did because you're buying his art.
Right.
You're not buying a toy.
Right.
But here, most figures don't have articulated toes anymore, and he's putting articulated toes, ankles, and shin swivels.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of articulation in that leg.
Yeah. That's a cool piece.
It really is. I wish his wings came out a little bit, so when he could like.
What's he got? Swappable arms?
No. What you see is what you got.
Yeah.
So it's kind of so he has like underarm pieces, kind of like that pterodactyl I gave you.
Yeah.
What we traded for.
Yeah.
He has that weird underarm piece, so when you could lift his arms up a little bit. Seriously, McFarlane, obviously, Spider-Man, the Batman comics, Spawn, and then when he came out with toys, even the old toys are still really, really good.
Yeah, they always look great.
They hold up. A lot of things don't hold up.
There's a Spawn down here somewhere that's really fucking cool. Has a huge
right there
wingspan up there. Yeah.
His stuff, his toys don't age very well. His stuff ages pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's like a statue. I mean, Michelangelo's been around for a while, or David's been around for how long?
How old is that? That was high school years, 95,
94,
96, something
94,
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the chains from his loop to the back. I mean, they're actual plastic chains. They're not just rubber. He has articulated wings.
Yep.
His collar.
What's one thing that you notice about that doesn't always happen with toys? There's no discoloration on that at all.
Oh, you know what? There isn't.
It's not like I stood him out in the sun or anything like that.
I was going to say, as long as you keep him out of direct ultraviolet light, though.
True.
I don't know, man. You keep a stormtrooper out in the open air long enough, and he starts turning yellow.
I got stuff on that table back there behind us that's from 2005, 2008. Stormtroopers, that you could tell the body's yellow and the arms are white. That's like.
So, are you going to get the Arkham City Batman then?
Yes,
to go with the Bane.
I will. Yeah. Well, I'll get him just because he's a Batman and he's actually pretty cool. I like the tall. Well, I ordered that full line. I did not want Catwoman. I did not want the Penguin.
But you wanted Solomon Grundy.
I want Solomon Grundy, and he's going to be very expensive.
Yeah.
Because that's another rogue that they're not going to make a second one of him unless it's a whole new sculpt. I'll tell you what,
man. The boss fight of Solomon Grundy in that game was a bitch.
Was it?
It took me like 40 minutes just to figure out how to kill him.
Really?
And then even then, you got to do some tricky thumb work to get around him.
That's a cool Batman. I think that's a badass Batman because of the tall ears.
Yeah.
And you can tell Solomon's going to be a big boy, too, because his thighs come up to his above his waist.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So he should be almost the size of Bane.
Yeah.
He looks cool, too, so if I get bored with him, I can have him pose with the Hulk.
Yeah, there's the Grundy.
Yeah, that's actually.
And I think the chest piece does come off because that was the thing about Solomon Grundy is like his
you could see
chest
his ribs.
open up, and you could see all of his stuff. Yeah.
Okay. No, I dig. Well, I think that's part of your news too. Some of other McFarlane stuff.
Yeah. So
I'm not a fan, but I think it's cool. But I wouldn't buy it. I won't watch shows, movies, whatever.
I saw today that he just unveiled the movie Avatar. He's doing toys for the movie Avatar. So. Two things that I would certainly be interested in picking up. Let's see. Let's go into the link here. So he's got a Quaritch figure, and he's got this mech.
Okay, the mechs are cool.
And the figure is 7 inches.
Is it? The figure itself?
So the figure that goes in here is 7 inches. So how big is that mech? Dude, that'd be an awesome display piece. That thing's got to be...
that would go good with your
14,
aliens.
It's got to be 15, 16 inches high.
So
it's got to be.
Now, with a 7-inch line of figures, he's got a play set to go with
How much
it.
is that mech, or did he not put prices yet?
I think he did put prices. The play set was like $150, but he's doing a sale for $99. No, it says you can pre-order. So let's go through the.
It's free.
All right, let's see if I can get some pictures of Quaritch in here.
He's actually 7-inch figure.
It
goes
says
in there?
it's 7-inch scale, but it's
Okay.
McFarlane. But I
Well,
gotta
McFarlane's 7-inch.
yeah, I got to show you the picture of him. Like
That
the
box has
the
gotta be
box that
insane.
Quaritch comes in looks like it's like 2 feet tall.
Who's Quaritch?
He's the guy. He's the guy that ran like
He's
the
Terminator.
Army. Sure. No, he's the guy that ran the army that tried to kill all the avatars.
Okay. Oh,
Which-
he's back.
Yeah. No. This is from these are toys from the first movie. This isn't for the new movies.
Oh wait, this is actually first movie toys.
This is from the first
10
movie,
years
yeah.
ago.
Uh
Oh Jesus!
huh.
Did you like the movie? Quick, not toys related, but did you like the movie?
I watched it once. I don't see any need to watch it again ever.
Yeah. The rides.
There he
Oh
is.
shit! I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the vehicles I thought were cool with the
Helicopter.
the helicopter
The
like ones.
Scorpion gunship. So it looks like he does have like a 4-inch figure that goes with a smaller thing.
I don't know.
So
I
maybe
saw it.
maybe
and
he's
I
got
wasn't
a 4-inch
fan.
line for the playset. I have to look into this a little bit more, but pretty good sculpts.
They're good sculpts. Don't get me wrong. I
The
think
initial
those.
Quaritch figure that I saw, he had like butterfly shoulders, so he's not a
What are those things called? Those are amazing looking.
what these
Those creatures.
the birds.
Banshees.
Yeah,
Yeah. Steven Spielberg, right? He did this.
yeah.
Great visuals, good story. It just wasn't my thing. I guess I'm more fantasy. Well, this is sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm more of a fantasy. I was really thinking about that.
Looking at the box, those can't be that big.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the peg hole.
I mean, that's the peg hole. Yeah.
So maybe these are 3 3/4, but that Quaritch that I saw, it said it was 7-inch scale, and like I said, I mean, it was built like the rest of his 7-inch figures.
That's ain't.
And then he's got a Sully and then Netiani or whatever,
Yeah.
the girl, and they're like also 7-inch scale, but they were like really tall. So those figures got to be like 8 or 9 inches tall.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know. I was thinking about that because Lord of the Rings hit Amazon this past few weeks. I find myself being a fantasy person more so than sci-fi. I don't know why.
Oh, like knights
Just
and wizards.
Knights and yes, exactly. I like the D&D thing. I like Lord of the like Game of Thrones, dragons.
All right.
But maybe this, I don't know. I didn't really get into it.
Okay, so here we go. So 7-inch scale Miles Quaritch action figure designed with ultra articulation, 22 moving parts.
Everything is 22. He makes the same
But-
base figure.
But
for
look at this
everybody.
shit, dude. Look at the box he comes in. Look at how much space is around him. If that's
Whoa.
if that's a 7-inch figure,
Dude, that's a 14-inch box.
Well,
I
but
could-
look at the hook.
right?
Look at that hook, though. I don't see that thing being any more than 5 inches high.
The figure itself.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wasted space.
But see, why would you? But then why would you put it down here as a 7-inch scale?
And he's 22 moving parts, that's what Batman is.
I mean,
Batman, Superman. Those are 22 inch. They're 22 articulated.
Unless what he's getting at is the
This
the
here's-
avatars.
This
are,
is the kind of thing that they have a die cut machine
yeah,
that does them all.
yeah.
Not just
So that box
one
is
of the-
about that size.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little bit taller, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, but
But now I thought about this. The reason that box is so big is because the avatars
Yeah,
basically would
tall.
span
Oh,
whole
because they're
box.
like a 1.5 times the size
right
of a human.
And to make everything fit in the case packing and look right on the pegs, he's got to be in the same size
Oh.
box, even though he's about half the size of an avatar.
so
I
an
wonder if the
might be like a
avatars.
Bane size, like a 9
Well,
inch.
I'm wondering if the avatars are 7 inches and he's adjusted appropriately, so he's at like 5 or 4.5 inches.
Okay, that's
So-
that's a good point too.
That would
that's
make
a good
sense
point.
too. So, yeah,
That's a good point.
But it's a cool figure. I mean, he comes with his mask, the air mask. He comes with that futuristic military rifle.
He'd go really good with your action forces.
I mean, if he's like 6 or 7 inches, he would. If he's 5 inches, it's like, hey, what's up, Junior? But yeah, that was one of the first things I thought. I'm not like a super huge fan of the movie. I mean, I'm not going to pan it. But I think I saw it once. I don't need to see it again. I went on the ride at Disney World. The ride was fantastic. But when I did see the movie, like this this villain always kind of stuck out in my mind as like, that dude's a real pain in the dick. So
It's kind of cool. They add a couple of bluches in there.
yeah, but good.
Oh, I
good
get the
camo
bluches.
The bluches.
That's
Hey, he's got a cup of coffee. I mean, there's one action figure with a cup of coffee.
that's the second action figure with a cup of coffee
who
that I've seen ever.
I've got one at home actually.
You do.
Admiral Keelhaul from the
Yes.
G.I. Joe FSS.
He has.
He came
has
with a
the-
cup of coffee, and I had it.
Yep,
Actually, I do have General Hawk that came with the pit. Came with a cup of coffee.
Did he?
Yeah, that's why Admiral Keelhaul came with that cup of coffee. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
Hawk had already the Dennis Quaid Hawk.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. And they got the details on his face from.
He holds it very well. Look at that is actually a really good hold on a cup.
Yeah,
I mean, he holds it like a human would, like a real person
and
would.
you know what?
But look at all that articulation in his chest, his butterflies.
Just looking at the pins, I can tell you that thing isn't 7 inches high.
Yeah, this looks actually like it might be about the same size as the Walking Dead figures he did that were about
You know
5
what?
inches.
those are good figures. Still,
Oh yeah,
those are still good figures.
detail very well. I wish they had this type of articulation. They had
I bet
like,
you that's what it is.
they had
'cause
like
those
one
legs,
angle cut. Yeah,
You could tell the legs spread. He does
Yeah.
like the splits. That's how the Walking Dead was.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong; those are probably going to be really cool figures.
I like the cross draw on the pistol too.
Yep. I don't know.
So yeah, those were my updates for the week.
Nice.
Nothing else. We're now in the month of September. PulseCon was announced, and they officially said that Serpentor goes up for pre-order, which isn't anything we didn't already know.
Next week, couple weeks.
September 30th it goes up.
Oh, that's
It's-
right, the 30th.
Yeah,
3 weeks from
PulseCon
now.
like starts that Friday, and then the
Yes.
GI Joe day is Saturday.
I think I'm going to try for one, but I don't think I'm going to get them.
He'll be available.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
I mean, you'll get them if you really want them.
yeah.
Kind of like Grizzlord.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Not at no double the price. No,
I'll get you
way.
one. Don't worry. I got a good price.
well,
for
I'm
you.
gonna be interesting to see because I did see that little news blurb that the Serpentor was going to be significantly higher in cost than the
It's gonna be like
Mindbender.
$65 or something.
Well,
This is the
Mindbender was
rumor
40.
on here.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are thinking. But they did actually announce that the Mindbender and the Serpentor are essentially a set. Which I'm like, okay, the boxes are literally the
That's
same.
kind of the reason why I think I want to get them.
Well, you got to get a couple. You have to have bats with it too.
Oh, I've got bats. I haven't sold any of those 10 bats I have.
I got one in a box and one loose. So
So
I got bats. I got plenty of
Yeah.
bats.
Ding
Mindbender
bats.
is Serpentor and bats, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's what he contributed to the.
The only thing
cost, yeah.
the only thing they need to do now that I think I would be pretty hep to is an overkill.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get an overkill. They never really did a proper overkill in the modern line. The FSS did it, but the FSS version of overkill was cool. But
I like the
It
way
was
his
like
face came off.
yeah, but it was a different take. I mean, I wanted it to be more like the first overkill that came out as part of the talking,
Yeah.
the G.I. Joe talking.
Well, he had that
figures.
clear body with the parts and stuff.
Yeah, and you open up the chest and the cannon came out, like
Yeah.
the guns came out. So like the big monocle eye, like robot eye. So yeah, I would hope that they would lean back to that. I didn't like the second version that came out like in Valor versus Venom, where they basically gave him a human face with the scarf and like the helmet, which looked like the one that the FSS did. I like the original one.
Oh,
That
yeah. I
looked
know
like
what
it
you're
was a
talking about.
robot. Yeah, looked like it was a pieced back together robot made from other bats.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Nothing. I'm looking at
I'd
Ratchet.
be seeing something if my computer wouldn't have died.
I'm looking at Ratchet here.
It's exactly what it did too. Just shut right off.
Well, I think that's is the news we have this week, right?
Yep.
Anything else?
That's all I have to share.
I think we're going to get into a little fun topic.
Piss some
Kudos to you.
Piss some people off.
Yes, actually, because that was my goal yesterday and today.
Yeah.
It's my goal every day. I go hunting or buy something that someone else really wants, or if I sell something somebody really wants. But I have a thought too, so we're gonna get into it. This is basically catfishing, trolling, whatever you want to call it, on toy forums, on Facebook pages. If it's text to friends that you talk to every day,
Well.
we're in good fun.
Oh,
I
yeah,
th-
yeah.
I do it in good fun with you guys, and I do it because I get bored Facebook.
I almost slapped back at you though. I almost started some shit on Facebook with you, so other people could witness two friends talking shit to each other.
Because there has been many times. So basically, we're gonna just talk about
toxicity
in
the collector's world.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's at shows, have you seen it at shows? Have you seen it? We see it on Facebook. We see it on the forums all the time.
Seen some ugliness at shows, yeah.
I mean, so I could play devil's advocate because I sell and I also buy. So I try to buy low and I sell high. Obviously,
You wear two shoes.
I 2 shoes.
Yeah, the shoes on the other foot.
He talks out of both sides of his mouth.
But I have opinions on both sides too.
Yeah.
So if I want to sell this can that's dented for $100, it's none of your fucking business what I sell this can for.
Right.
It really isn't. And if someone wants to, so I see this when people are selling cars. I see this when they're selling toys. I see this when they're selling bedroom furniture. I don't care what it is. You know, you could get that at the store for this much, and I chime in. And my wife always, somehow she sees my posts on random sites that I'm on, because maybe she's
Pornhub.
Well, not porn, but like on Facebook sites. It's like I always chime in. I'm like, it's not your business. If you don't want to buy it, don't chime in because I could give a shit what you think. And I'm not even selling it or I want to buy it. Just shut the fuck up. I get kicked out of sites all the time. But
I think first and foremost, it's the impression that social media has given people that makes people think that others just automatically value your opinion. I don't give a fuck what you think.
I don't care
I
what anybody
really
thinks.
don't
I
care
don't.
what you think.
I don't.
It's like saying to somebody, or somebody says something to you, and you say something back, and it starts an argument, and then you throw it right back at them. Look, the only reason that you're pissed off at me right now is because you don't hear what you think coming out of my mouth.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised at how often that shuts people off.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Hey, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them, and they all smell.
They just grow bigger as you
Yeah.
get older.
Right.
But
Dude, I've had so many, like, not even just snarky comments. I mean, I've had comments lined up to literally just rip people a new asshole that, dude, honestly, I never post because it's just not worth my time for my phone to be like ding, ding, ding,
Yep.
and I'm keep getting like messages in Facebook like so-and-so replied to your comment.
well, the guy across the table from me is the one I really. You don't care,
No.
but that guy over there, he's the one that I always try to get the rise. That makes my day. It's like, all right, I have a good day today. Matt gets fuck. Dude,
How many times have you started a conversation with me literally, hey, let's fuck with Matt?
I mean,
Well, you know what?
Honestly, though, I mean, yeah, you get a bit of a rise out of me, but I don't.
You don't care.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We're
No,
all playing.
like
I don't.
okay, so you were like, holy crap! There was like $325 for a Jinx that you showed on eBay. So what did I do?
No, I
Immediately
think
went to
my
my
proper.
page.
I think my proper.
Was that
response-
yours?
That's mine. Yeah,
I said holy. I said holy fuck tits.
yeah. Holy fuck tits! It's a Jinx.
I mean,
$325.
you didn't answer me. I asked if that was you,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
didn't answer me, but I kind of figured it
Well,
was.
that was okay. So I got to find this now. That was after you told me like, look at the description of the post, and then you said, "Is that yours?" It was basically, it's like buy this figure and get a body massage or something like that. It's fucking hilarious.
Who wants a body massage? Well, you can get one if you buy this figure.
No,
and
I
you'll
gotta-
get a greasy pork sandwich in a dirty
Yeah,
ashtray.
and you get the pork chop sandwich. Dude was hitting all of the PSA.
Dude, I was like,
oh my god,
this is gonna be great. And I was waiting for you to be like, this mother effer, because I put it at obscure like $853.12.
The first thing
wait.
as soon
did
as
you post that?
It's live.
That's yours.
I got a hit.
That
saying,
is yours.
That's mine.
for $894.
Yes. And someone said, seriously? He sent me a message, and I'm like,
Dude,
it's for sale.
see, that's what I hate about eBay. Is like, because I looked at the username and I'm like, that's not Ron.
It's
Yeah,
gotten
it's
it's
my
gotten to the
username.
point where I actually run into people on eBay
Look for a user
Anymore.
818.
that I know that that I've met that sell at the toy shows that we.
Just look for highest price, and mine will be the top one.
All right, hang on, dude. All right. So knowing that you
I'm
wrote
more worried
that
about.
description,
I'm worried about. I'm
your
worried-
the bio you write for me when I put it on the website better be magical. Now I did put a little bio in for you. I put his in last night.
Okay.
We'll share it at the end of the show. I did
Okay.
put a little bio in for you.
Right.
Feel free to keep it. Feel free to change it. But I tried to take the initiative.
I wrote that in about 10 seconds.
That was pretty awesome.
I was like, okay, Aaron would like this.
I'm proud of you that your brain immediately went to G.I. Joe PSAs.
It had to, because Misty was the other night. She's like, oh, I need a body massage. And I'm like, who needs a body massage? And she looked at me and started smiling. I'm like, you don't know what that is. So I took YouTube, put it on the TV. She goes, G.I. Joe? And I'm like, just wait. Do you remember at the end of the shows? Because she used to love G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, yeah, this is where they teach the kids the lessons. I said, yes. But someone dubbed over everybody's voices, so they made them funny, and I showed her the barbecue, and so she loved it.
Dude, did you take it down? It's not here anymore.
It's not
No. Priced highest to lowest.
interesting. Now I'm gonna have to look. Did they take it down on me? Because I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Somebody might have reported you.
Yeah. Seriously, dude. So,
Wow.
and now I gotta look. I got messages. Is this from eBay?
Dude, this is live.
This is
Oh, you got the higher priced ones down at the bottom, though.
Yeah, but not for $894.
selling.
Wow, that's
Well,
crazy.
keep going past the more less words or whatever.
What was your username?
There's mine.
No, I'm active, dude. It's right here. 843. I got views on it all day.
Holy shit! All right, so what
So-
am I missing?
So go to Kimura Shikage Ninja G.I. Joe Cobra FSS1 exclusive. Let's look for my name. I don't care.
Yeah, what's
My username. Hey, if anyone wants to buy the shitty things I sell on eBay, it's HON818.
A18.
818, like the area code.
What's up, hon? That is you son of a bitch. You're selling keys?
No, that's not even me, dude. I think you got hacked, or I got hacked.
I
you
don't even.
just
I don't
go-
even know if I'm logged in.
Can you
Oh,
go
yeah, I am.
to
is
user? I don't know.
GI Joe. Oh yeah. Okay, HON818.
Yes, sir.
All categories.
I don't know. It's weird. Usually
My
it says,
goodness.
"Oh my god."
I heard
You-
that through his microphone.
Usually it says, "Look for
I heard it
user."
through my headphones.
But so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a rise out of Matt. Maybe I'll get a rise out of somebody.
Did you see this that I sent you?
Yeah.
That's
I got a
actually
kick out of
kinda
that.
Valiver
funny.
Skeletor. Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny. Today, Grizzler goes on pre-order, or it goes on order until tomorrow.
You live to rustle feathers.
I do. It's so fun. So immediately, I'm like, look at guys, I bought 3 of them. Haha. I go right to the forum, and people are already bitching. Now, I'm helping people, though, too. People are like, how did it sell out in like 4 seconds? I'm like, well, first of all, when it goes live, the website glitches and it says sold out. So you have to refresh 2 or 3 more times. And then it will give you put in a cart. So they're like, oh, it's okay. I'll just get it tomorrow. But then I'm like, I'm watching all these people. Well, this sucks. I got to wait 6 to 8 months or 9 months for this stupid thing. Blah, blah. Like, okay, first of all, you were bitching that you didn't get Wondar. Now you're bitching you are going to get Grizzlor, but you have to wait for it.
Or Caldor.
Or
whoever the fuck that is.
Caldor, yes. Caldor, take me away.
Calgon. Caldor.
I don't know why I keep saying Caldor.
Because you don't know. You don't even know what your collection entails.
I don't. I just buy things.
I thought that was it, but it was 85. I'll find it. Keep talking.
Right there.
There it is.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So Ron yesterday, just to fuck with Matt, posted a figure that has no right costing $843.
Doesn't have no right cost of $300.
Yeah, it costs $843.
And I still have the balls to charge $870 for shipping.
It's 10%.
I saw that.
That's fair.
It's got to the point anymore, right? I look immediately at who's selling it. Is it somebody from China?
Yes.
Dude, it's not bad, man. $36 a month for 2 years, and it's yours.
It's yours.
Who's bitching?
Because here's the deal. If I sell it, I have to go buy one for $300 to make the 5. Am I wrong?
No.
And I'll just be like, can you just direct ship it to my brother, please?
Dude, for $300, I might sell you mine. And then go back onto the friggin' website here and buy one of the carded ones for $79.
Yeah. Buy the loose ones.
Yeah. All right. If you end up selling that, well,
Yeah.
you showing it is carded, so you have to get a carded version. Mine is not carded,
It is,
so
that's
I can't.
true.
I can't help you.
In a bubble. So
That's the one I traded for that PlayStation 4.
yeah.
That's a hell of a lot more than that PlayStation 4 costs.
Yes, it is. All right. Yes, it is.
Kimarash. So the description: Kimarashikagi. Is it Kaji or Kagi?
Kagi.
Kimarashikagi Ninja G.I. Joe Cobra FSS 1.0 Club Exclusive Collection MOC. Who wants a body massage? If you buy this figure, I'll personally give you one. Come with a nice greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray. No international shipping. So if you're in Canada, sorry. No body massages for you. Oh my goodness.
Well, you know where the greasy
Opinions
pork
are like
sandwich is in the
assholes.
ashtray.
Everybody's
Pork
got
chop
one.
sandwiches.
Oh, wait a minute. Ron's a big asshole anyway.
No, it's Bill.
Ron's
it's Bill
one of the worst
Paxton.
opinions I know.
Well, who?
It's Weird Science. Bill Paxton.
Oh yeah, when he's Chet.
With Chet.
Yeah, that's right. When he was a pile of shit in the kitchen. Great movie.
It is. It really is. It's who wants a greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray? Hey, man. And his gap teeth.
When was the last time you saw that movie?
About 2 months ago.
Oh, all right. Well, front of the brain. It's in the frontal lobe.
But I do that, and someone sent me a message. Really, dude? I'm like, thank you for the look, because now I got looks.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting paid off looks, but you know I'm interacting
Do me a
with
favor.
humans.
Watch it. You know what I'm gonna do?
You're gonna buy it.
I'm gonna add it to my watch list.
So someone's gonna be like,
So somebody gets nervous.
"Oh shit, I
Hey.
gotta buy it now."
FOMO is real.
FOMO
As we
is real.
As we discussed earlier, people are buying 2 Grizzlers for $110 when you can pre-order 4 of them tomorrow for $18 a piece.
Yes.
Because people have FOMO.
I do have FOMO. I have FOMO.
A little
What
bit.
is FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
Oh, fear of missing out. Okay.
Yes, I do.
I totally FOMO'd Major Blood. Totally FOMO'd
well, that
Major
you were
Blood.
FOMOing, I was like,
you
"Oh shit."
you ate it on that one.
Well,
I'm sorry, dude. I found that amusing as fuck.
Honestly, between Classified and the Action Force line, that's really the only figure that I got jacked on.
Is it though?
No, I mean I've paid $50 or $60 for other figures, but like Vipers, like I paid $60 for a Viper because I
But
wanted.
he's still
3 of
going
them.
for 75. So,
But yeah, he's still
you're
kind of
paying
retaining
market
that value. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I paid $80 for a Baroness, and
Okay, they're 50,
eventually you could get her down to
40, 50.
But at the time, there was no like rumors going on, like, oh yeah, they're going to do another second wave. Like, I think up until about a month or so ago, you could actually order her off of Pulse, no premium membership included.
I saw the FOMO in you, and you jumped on. How much was your Major Blood? 150.
No.
140?
I think after shipping and everything, it was like 130.
130. I bought one like
I don't know.
3
I'm on
hours
eBay. I can
later,
look it up.
and I said,
I bought one a week later.
dude, haha, I bought it for like 109 shipped. And he goes, "Oh, you fucking asshole." So I did that on purpose. But yes,
I didn't call you. I didn't say that. I said, of course.
Of
It's
course,
you.
It's you, yeah. But yeah, I got screwed on that too. But my biggest classified, I don't know if it's my biggest figure. My biggest classified screw up was Beachhead,
How much did you pay for him?
165. Yeah,
Dude, that's more than I've paid for any of my figures.
yeah.
$165 for Beachhead, really?
Because he wasn't. He was. They were like, "This is not getting released." I was like studying this. I bought him a month later.
Dude.
Beachhead's coming out.
Dude, yeah. I mean,
Because what is he? He's still holding $60-$70 value.
yeah. Yeah, but
160.
up until
I gotta
about
send, I got to sell 5 other figures. To
Dude,
make
I
that
was sending
value.
you guys like every Monday. I would send you the link. It's like Beachhead's still for sale on Pulse,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, I know.
I know.
I think,
And then it's
I
gone.
think that's where. Did I get mine through you, or did I? I can't remember if I bought mine off of Pulse or if you bought it for me. I want to see you grabbed it for me.
No, I think I ordered you one off of Pulse because I think I went to go order another one for a customer. Was like, you reached your limit. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, but what's your thoughts on? I mean, do you smile? Do you get pissed? I'm looking at like STCC exclusives, and they sell out in 10 minutes. Like the Faker, I paid $120 for the Faker and Duplicate.
Yeah.
What was he selling for? $60 or $70? So I paid double for
I
him.
mean, like retail yeah.
for STC like a couple years ago.
No. He was PowerCon. He was
He was
exclusive,
PowerCon.
yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
So he was PowerCon, probably $60-$70. So I paid double. I
Yeah.
paid more. And if I didn't want them, I wouldn't pay it.
Yeah.
I
Right.
wouldn't go to somebody and say, you're an asshole for selling it for $400. I have an $800 figure. I don't own it. But
Yeah.
if I wanted to sell all of my stuff for whatever, it should be no one's business. Just move on.
I think from an honest strategy standpoint of collecting toys, if you're just getting into it, and you're listening to us and you're trying to figure out the best ways to do this,
Excuse me.
do your research on the toy.
Yeah.
Do your research. Now, you had probably figured out that the going rate for him was like $150 to $175.
Yeah.
So now, in your
And-
mind, am I willing to pay
And don't
that?
ever think that eBay is the be all end all.
Oh no! Check Mercari, check Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
kinda ask
check all
around.
those marketplaces stuff, and
Yeah.
one of the best places to find out more about, how much you think it's worth, how much you're
Yeah.
willing to spend. Go talk to people and vendors at toy shows.
Yeah.
Toy shows are your greatest. It's going to be your greatest resource for getting what you want at what you want to pay.
Oh,
But here's the thing, too.
that
Don't
was
just-
140, 150 total after shipping.
141.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 130, 141 after shipping and taxes. Okay. So
Oh my God, that's still up. How did you?
It's
This is in that's your sales
order
okay,
history,
your
yeah.
purchase history.
Yep.
So, but do your research. The
Yeah.
toys are always going to be there.
right. Well,
Always.
what I was
110%.
what I was going to get at is if you find anywhere from like 3 to 5 places that the price is consistent,
That's pretty much
seems fairly
yeah.
there's only 3 listings on eBay, there's like 3 or 4 listings on Mercari, there's 3 or 4 listings on Facebook. You kind of get that pattern. 3 points make a plane.
Yeah.
5 points is even better. But my advice would be if you can't seem to kind of nail down the price of something or like a certain piece of info or something, hold out. Just wait for it.
Right. Just wait.
So,
Yeah. And if the price goes up, then the price goes up. And then you, as a consumer, ultimately, it's what your wallet's going to say.
yeah.
I've
So-
jumped in and pulled the trigger on some stuff, but I learned how to be patient a long time ago. I've been collecting toys basically since, God, you were young.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
started.
am the
I
youngest
started
one
with.
down here.
I started like pre-Transformers in '83, '84.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So my mentality, and a lot of people don't like it. They think I'm some kind. Even my wife is like, "You are seriously have the balls to ask somebody for that little?" They're asking $100, and you're going to ask them $50. I said, "Well, they can say no."
yeah.
And so in my head, I do a lot of Hulk, all Hulk all day. So Hulk is a different value to me than it is to you guys. Now the toy itself, the physical toy, might be worth money of a certain value, but I'll look
Yeah.
at that value and say, I don't have it. It's old. I'll
Like
pay
that-
an extra 10 or 20, 30%.
Like that wall buster alarm clock piggy bank thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably think that's just stupid, and who would pay $10 for it?
No, I don't think it's stupid. I know it's stupid.
But I'm like, I'll pay $50 for it.
yeah.
He had it for 65 plus a statue, so I made a deal, and I was talking.
He
to
didn't
him.
want to budge on that
He
either.
didn't.
That was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
So sometimes I get my match. Sometimes I hit a wall, but
Yep.
I look at it and say, okay, I will pay X amount of dollars for this item. So I'm going to go down 20% and hopefully get to the point with negotiation up to my point. Now, if he takes less, even better, and I got more for the next figure.
Yeah.
Just like that lady that I was buying all those Star Wars figures. And I'm like, oh, give me like $2 a figure. And she's like, how about $250? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, knowing that I'm going to sell them
Yeah.
for more. And then the one guy come over.
The whole time that you were doing that, all I could think in my head was like, dude, you literally just told me like 3 months ago that you couldn't sell any of the ones that I gave you for like $150. And you're willing to give her $250 for each one. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with mine?
Well, it's like today I was trolling around on eBay. I'm still looking for one more part for my G1 Triptychon. That's all I need is full tilt's gun,
Okay.
and I know that thing's
Spend
going
the
to be
$50.
huh?
Spend the $50.
I know it's going to be up there. I know it's going to be up there, but
But you don't
I
want to.
well I mean I actually like put a watch ticker on a couple of them.
Oh, sure.
And it wasn't 30 seconds later I got an email. The guy offered me $5 off basically.
Yeah.
So I sent him back a message and I was just like, hey, you know what we got here? I know you're looking for cash, or not. Basically just saying, look, I'd like to buy this, but this is what I'm willing
This
to
is
pay.
my budget, and
Yeah,
I'm keeping it for myself.
Yeah, this is what I'm willing to pay, and I'm a solid collector. This is the last piece I need, and I haven't heard back from him yet. But
This will be its forever home.
hey, you know what? It's like you said. You don't know unless you ask, and the worst they can tell you is no.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
But you
like
never know
worst.
until you ask the question. Yeah, you got to
Right.
start a conversation.
I mean, and if the guy comes back and says no, I might pull the trigger for the $45. I got 48 hours.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
I think Alex was at one of the toy shows with me when he was collecting Pokemon cards. Alex or Jake, and they only had a few bucks left. They had like $8, and somebody had a stack of Pokemon cards for like $10 or $12. And he's like, "Oh man, like I really want that card that's on the top of that." And it wasn't like a Mewtwo or anything like that, but he wanted that particular card.
Why
I think
is fucking Mewtwo so expensive?
I don't know. But it was I think it was a Snorlax, who's one of the more popular characters, but it just happens to be his favorite.
Okay.
And he's like, I really want that stack of cards, but it's $12 and I only have 8. And I'm like, all right, so ask the guy if he'll take $8 for it. He's like, no, I can't do that. I'm like, that's what toy shows are all about.
Yeah.
And
Ask
so
him for 6.
I was
so
like,
you could go buy yourself
I was
a
like-
soda.
I was like, Alex, you got to think of it this way, dude. Go and ask him if he'll take $8 for it. And if he says no, then guess what? You're still where you are exactly right now. You want that deck, but you can't get it. But if you ask him and the guy's like, yeah, sure, he just wants to get rid of it. He doesn't want to take it home with him. And he's like, yeah, sure. Guess what? You just got a $12 stack of cards for $8. And you get to walk out of here, and that's one less thing you got to go look for.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. So I let him go be a grown man, because this was last year. I think he was 16. Walks over there, asks the guy, comes walking back. He like turns around all stoic. And he got about 3 feet out of the booth, and he's like huge smile. I saw the guy. I was like, yeah, sure. And like just, they did the exchange. I'm like, he's like
Like he got away with something.
Yeah, he's like, do you do that all the time? I'm like, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
The worst thing people could tell me is no.
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, but a lot of these people just will throw a price on it, and they're willing to talk.
Yeah.
They're
They
willing
are.
to negotiate.
Yeah.
I mean, 80% of the people that you and I deal with when we do shows, we go to these places, we all talk. We
Yeah.
all know what's going on. We all,
And half of them we see
at
100 times.
other toy shows, doing the same thing we're doing, walking around buying.
Yep.
Yep. And we all, everybody does it. Just
Be genuine. Don't
just
be a dick about
just
it.
be genuine. Don't
Yes.
be a dick about
Don't
it.
walk up to
Exactly.
the table and say, the guy down the table over there is selling this for less, so you should.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, maybe
Well,
I'm
and-
going to charge
No,
you double
just ask
now.
him straight up. Ask him to. I mean, the guy's going to be as honest with you as
Yeah.
as you're
Yeah.
going to be, honest with him.
Well,
so,
he asked me, he's like, well, what do I say? And I'm like, just say, would you take $8 for that? That's it. Just all you got to say.
You gotta say.
I was like,
It's
don't
easy.
tell him a
Yeah.
story. Oh, well, I think I'm getting cancer and my mother's sick and these are my last $8 until September 2020. Like, you don't have to tell him anything. Just ask him if he would take $8 for that stack of cards.
Yeah.
That's it. Stop right there. It's a business transaction.
That's all it is. He wants your money and you want his cards.
Yeah.
And I find it hilarious that people get bent out of shape.
Adding to the toxicity of the collector's
That's
universe.
exactly.
there's one guy that he used to sell a lot at the Chicago Toy Show, and now he doesn't do it anymore. He's more of a buyer. He comes in, tries to get good deals on stuff. He likes to buy off the wall.
Takes it back to
things.
his store or something, or online store.
No, he doesn't have an online store. He's just one of them. He's one of those people. That's just got. He's got.
Like Chud.
Well, the guy. I'm trying to make a deal with a guy, and on some. I think they were the aerial bots. It was the guy was selling a complete set, and I was trying to get him down to what I wanted to pay.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, well, I got this much into it and this, that, and the other thing. And I just kind of like, and I understand all of that. I get that. He's got money into it. He wants to get at least his money out and make a little bit more.
Sure.
Yeah.
And this guy that I'm talking about leans over my shoulder and he says, oh, man, that's a great deal for all of that. All right? And I turn around and I looked at that guy and I was like, this is any of your fucking business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
And he just kind of looked at me and he's like, well, I said, just keep walking, man.
yeah.
Keep walking. So
Unless you're going to offer money and pay for it in front of me,
I
shut the hell up.
I hate to say it, but I didn't give the guy what he wanted.
And that's fine.
I couldn't give the guy what he wanted. I mean, I was like $10 short. I wanted to pay $10 less than that, and he was almost there.
And sorry,
and this other guy,
sorry that I leaned over your shoulder.
Yeah, and I remember this guy that leaned over my shoulder. I remember buying stuff from his booth before.
Yeah,
and this guy wouldn't deal at all.
Really?
I mean, he just would not deal. He'd, that's a good price for that, or this, that, and the other thing, or blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you, but this is the only time I've ever done this to anybody with this kind of thing. I actually walked over to. I was looking at a Devastator that he had out, and he wanted way too much money for it, right? And it was missing
everything.
It was missing Bone Crusher's gun. I mean, it's one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and he wanted this just ugly amount of money for it. So I made him an offer. No, I think that's a good price. Those are in great condition. Blah blah blah. Okay, whatever.
It's not complete though.
And I mean, it said right on the thing he was missing Bone Crusher's gun. Well, I went to the booth right next to him.
Yeah.
I bought a better looking set. It was complete, and even had extra pieces for $35 less than this guy was asking for.
There was this spring or last fall, wasn't it? Because he had like orange characters in it. Didn't he? Devastator, you bought it like the extra pieces. One of them was like an orange vehicle or an orange arm. You bought. He came with like multiple. Is that the same Devastator? No.
No.
Oh, no. You know what? That guy was in Lockport. It was me and you. And he goes, this Devastator is like $150, and you get all this extra stuff, and there's stuff from the orange. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. I don't want to buy your Devastator.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pushing.
And I hate that, too.
That was the same show. I was actually going to tell the story.
I was standing right there when the guy was pushing that. You know,
it's funny that you segued.
And he had two bills on it.
Yeah.
That's like the time that we were at Lockport, and we were actually pushing our idea for the podcast to start linking up with other collectors and stuff. Matt shows up, and we're standing there, and I'm like, dude, I don't even remember what figure it was. It was right before I bought the green Ming.
Okay.
And I offered the guy like $25 for it.
This is the one I was like, hey, tell that guy over there.
And I'm like, dude, I was like, I really want that figure, but I don't want to pay for it. And so it was like $35. Like, hey, dude, I'll give you 20. And the guy like looked at you like you were batshit crazy. It's like, I'll give you 25. And I think the guy was just like, yeah, whatever. And I got like $7 off. And we walked away and we're like high five. And we're like, that was fucking awesome. And like we didn't even talk about that. It was just like mind meld happened and we did it.
We're negotiating against the guy to get a cheaper price.
But we don't want to waste
awesome.
a good thing. So we're waiting for the next perfect opportunity. It's like that ghost figure. I'm gonna walk up and be like, dude, I'll give you 40. Like I'll give you 35 for that ghost.
Dude,
You'd be like,
42.
It's like I'll give you 42. Yeah, and it's like a $60 figure.
Yeah, I'll do it right now. Here,
that guy wasn't at the show last time, was he?
I would have bought that figure.
Yeah, that's a cool thing. I did. You know what? Kind of backtracking a little bit to the news update. So I saw a video from Michael French. Is what's his retroblasting?
I love that dude.
Basically saying that Super 7's toys are kind of garbage, with the exception of the turtle.
Of the turtles, yeah.
Yeah, did you see that video?
Yeah.
He was mentioning about the Silverhawks.
He canceled the Silverhawks, yeah.
I meant to send it to you
that's that's retroblasting? Because I saw a video. I'm like, who is this guy canceling?
So I'm like, so I may
dude,
have to
it's actually his rants are fucking great, dude. They're like 20 minutes long.
Really?
And he's got a new one out actually about about the initial run of the G.I. Joe classified line. You'd like it.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. But yeah, like I may have to see the Joes in hand before I just say like, yeah, I got to get those. I got to get that. I mean, I would like to get the Destro. I'm a big Destro guy, but I don't know. I mean, if they can't even get like Thundercats right or
Super 7,
yeah,
like
their Ultimates line apparently is just
trash.
They just keep pushing it back and put like Silverhawks should have been released like in January.
Okay,
and now it's at this point now it's September. It's still delayed indefinitely.
Really?
And they don't, and they're not saying why.
That's kind of
so.
up. Excuse me.
Other than the Turtles, them releasing things, on time for Turtles. The rest of their lines are garbage.
Well, before we head out, I'm just gonna say, the only takeaway from this is, enjoy your collecting and collect what you enjoy. Don't razz somebody because someone has something for $854.12 when it's only worth $200.
Well, and honestly, too, I mean, my biggest gripe with the toxicity in the community is like people that just get into these threads to make a comment that they know is going to piss people off.
Yes.
And it's not like their opinion just lights somebody up. Like it literally adds nothing to the conversation.
It doesn't, except just
somebody's
anger.
asking what I just think is an innocent question, like, "Hey, is the box going to be the same between tomorrow's?" Like he doesn't know. Like
Yeah.
and
he might be asking a legit question. Someone's catfishing him, and then you got two people arguing, and now the thread just goes to shit.
Maybe.
Because,
And the thing is this is why I hate the toxicity. Is like maybe that guy just started collecting He-Man a couple weeks ago.
He has no idea.
Maybe he just started collecting toys. He doesn't know what he's doing. He asked a question. He's trying to learn. Don't be a dick and make the guy feel like a piece of shit because we want the collection community to grow.
Because that's going to make
toy
prices
companies,
go down.
Well, that and toy companies will still be making toys, which is ultimately what we want. But you make somebody feel like shit for asking an innocent question because they honestly don't know any better. They're going to stop collecting, and you're going to kill the community.
100%.
And it's your fault, COVID
Totally
boy.
agree.
I agree with that.
Totally agree with that.
Don't be an asshole.
That's right.
Or if you do, just make sure someone laughs about it because that's what I do.
Yeah. All right.
On that note,
we'll be back in a week.
all right, folks. We'll see you next week. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Autobots, roll out.